Hey everyone, how's it going? Tharun here. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you about let, var and const and the differences between them. Hold on until the end of the video where I give you a tabular column of the exact differences between let, var and const, which you can have a look and remember about them. So let's get straight into the code. Alright. So the three main things where I'm going to divide is, the first difference is where we're going to talk about the function or block scoped. Okay, so we're going to talk about which of the let, var and const are function scoped and which are block scoped. So here first let's take var. Okay, var. So what do we do now? How do we test if it is a function or a block scoped? Say we have for. Okay, you haven't learned about for loops, so don't worry, I'm just showing you. For var I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Okay, here essentially what we are telling is start from I equal to 0 and go until 4, and in the each iteration just increment by 1. That is all we are telling. So we're going to do console.log. Okay, console.log, and we're going to print I. Okay, all right, so let's open up our terminal and go into the JS folder and run js5.js. okay, so it prints as 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, all right, so that is all. Now if I copy this and paste it inside here, okay, paste it outside here, and let me save it, and if I run, to your surprise, even this 5 gets printed, this I gets printed. We have just mentioned var to be usable only within this, but it is also accessible here. Alright, and that is not a good thing to look at, right? Because we wanted I only in this scope, but I is accessible here also. That is a very bad thing. Let's talk how let handles this. Okay, let's have the same for loop. Let's comment this. By the way, to comment like that in a collective way, just select all of them and hit Control and /, okay, which is above the Alt key on your keyboard. And let's just copy this, paste it again to uncomment, select them, Control /, and here let's just change this to let. All right, I have saved it. Let's open this and clear the terminal and run this. So here you see that it prints 0 1 2 3 4, and once it comes to console.log I, it tells I is not defined and it throws an error. So this is how you want things to be handled, right? Because we didn't want I to be accessible outside the for loop, and let gives us the exact way in which we could do that. All right, and now let's look at another keyword called const and how it handles it. All right, so the same for loop, Control C, Control V, and remove this, save. Now when I run it, wait, did we change it to const? We did not. So let's just change it to const, clear it, now run it. So it gives 0, and immediately in the iteration when we are doing I++, it throws an error. What does it tell? Assignment to constant variable, type error. So welcome to using const. So variable, they are function scoped. All right, let is block scoped, which means that if they are within this flower braces, they stay within the flower braces, they do not come out. But this var are function scoped and they are accessible completely within the function, or if there is no function, they are accessible on a global scale. Alright, and also the const is block scoped. Alright, and first of all, this did not run here, and yeah, and the outside thing is also not accessible. It is not accessible outside also once you declare here. And about that I will tell you later why we got this type error. Okay, that will get to when we get to the next few differences, you will get that. So the first difference we spoke here about is function or block scoped. Alright, now the next difference which we are going to speak about is redeclaring. Okay, now what do you mean by redeclaring? First of all, how do you declare variables? We do like var cat equal to, say, meow. So that is how you declare variables, right? So say if you want to do the same using let, you would do let dog equals to bow. Okay, right? Or if you want to do it using const, you would be like const lion equals to roar. Alright, so we have these variables. So this is how you declare them. Now what do you mean by redeclaring? Redeclaring in the sense, if we have var cat equals to meow, we should again do like var cat equals to pss. Alright, okay, that is redeclaring. Alright, var cat equals to pss. Now when I run this code, it is not going to throw any error. Okay, we redeclared var. Alright, let's comment that. Now let's redeclare let. Let's do let dog equals to wow. Save it. Now when I run the code, it will tell identifier dog has already been declared. So you cannot redeclare a let variable. Alright, now what about const? Yes, you guessed it right. You cannot redeclare you cannot redeclare a const variable also. What if I say here roar? I have no idea which line makes sounds like that, but still. And it tells const line identifier line has already been declared. So here we can make a note that var can be redeclared. Okay, and let cannot be redeclared. Okay, and const cannot be redeclared. Okay, so you have var, let and const. Alright, so this is the difference between them when you do redeclaring. Now the last and final difference which I want to show you here is about redefining. Okay, now what is defining? Okay, so by the way, declaring can come separately also. So if you just do var dog semicolon, this is declaring. Alright, but in the previous example where I showed you dog equals to bow, this is where you do declaring also and defining also. Alright, so it is both declaring and defining, what we saw here above and what we're doing here. So declaring is nothing but this, okay, and defining is nothing but dog equals to bow. This is defining. Defining is where we give a specific value to that variable. Alright, so take a wild guess. Can var be redefined? Bow. And when I say dog equals to wow, and when I run the code, it is not throwing any error. Okay, so it means that it can be redefined. Right, here we are redefining. So dog can be redefined. and dog is of type var, so it can be redefined. Now let's take let. Okay, let take cat equals to meow, and we say cat equals to prr, right? And let's try running this code. Good news, let can be redefined. Alright, now what about const? What do you think about const? Const actually stands for constants, and if you are in computer science field, you will know that constants cannot be redefined. Alright, so let's say const, sorry, it's not let const, it's const lion equals to roar. Alright, and if I do lion equals to roar and save it, and if I, okay, let me just clear this so that you will be able to see the error. So let me run this. You will see that assignment to constant variable, which means that it cannot be redefined. Const variables cannot be redefined. So here if you see, let's write the difference. Var can be redefined, let cannot be, sorry, let can be, so let can be redefined, const cannot be redefined. So these are the differences between these three. So to summarize the differences, var is function scoped, let and const are block scoped, and you can redeclare var, but let and const cannot be redeclared. You can redefine var and let, but you cannot redefine const. So here on the screen is a summary of these three. Okay, you can screenshot this, or you can remember this, or draw it on your draw it in your notebook. Okay, it would be helpful for you. So if you ask me which one should I use, okay, which kind of variable declaration should I use, I would say if you're using a variable whose value is going to be changed, then go with let. And if you're going to have a variable whose value is not going to be changed, then go with const, and avoid using var as much as possible. So that is all in this video. Hope you're clear with the differences between var, let and const. See you guys in the next video. Bye.